cut off. So anyways, you go to the fire station on Main Street. When you walk into Magic Kingdom, it's on the left, just after the guest services area, and there's a restroom area over there. So you just go in there and you sign up for Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom. They'll give you a set of cards, and you can come back later and get more cards. So we have collected a good amount of cards. My daughter's got them divided up among, between a regular set and then duplicates. So some cards we have are duplicate sets, but it's free. And you just go around and you have a map, and it's a game you play in Magic Kingdom, and you can do it whenever, like in between like fast passes, or a little bit of downtime. You could just do play the little game, and it's linked to your Magic Band, so it's fun. And these are our cards, so that's going to go in my backpack. I have a couple of cameras. This is one of them. This is this is just a regular camera. It doesn't have the flip up screen. This is a good little backup camera. It's a nice little camera, and I have it on a little grip stick here. And this will go in my backpack. I have another camera, which I don't seem to have out here, but the other camera I have has got a screen that flips up, and that's the camera that I use most of the time. It's one I prefer. The one that I'm actually filming on right here is sitting on my tripod, and it's an older camera. It's kind of heavy, so I probably won't be using it for the parks too much. But my daughter we're going to do some senior portraits. My daughter will be a senior this fall in high school, so we're going to do our own senior portraits in the park. So we will take this one because it does take the best photos, regular photos. So but this is a good camera, and this is another good camera, but the one I use the most for most of my filming is the other one that I don't have out here right now. But this, and possibly the other one. The other one's got a little grip on it as well, which I really like. I really like grips on my cameras. So that will go in my bag as well. And let's see, I do have envelopes because I'm going to be keeping up with my food receipts. So I've already got enough envelopes for our whole entire stay. This will be our first park day, so any receipt that I have for that day will go in this envelope, and I will just take the one envelope for the day, and I have another envelope for the next day. So this will have our food receipts, or any kind of receipts that I have from purchasing anything. So one envelope per day will go into the bag. Let's see here. I do have this extra little attachment for my cameras because I do plan on vlogging while we're on vacation, and this will attach to any of my cameras. And it's not only is it a little grip, but it also spreads out and be a little bitty tripod. So just in case I want to attach a camera to it and set it on a table or maybe a trash can or something. So I'm going to carry that in the parks with me. This is not filled because I'm not ready to fill it, but in here, in this bag, I will put some string cheese, some, what else? So beef jerky, and nuts. So what I've got is, I will probably put one or two of these. This is my favorite kind of cheese, this pepper jack, and each one of these little sticks is individually wrapped. I got this at Walmart. I love this cheese. This is so good. So I have that. I also have just the regular string cheese with both the white and the orange right here. So there's that. And then I have these Blue Diamond almonds. So I will put these in just a little snack bag the little zipper snack bags that they have, the Great Value brand. So just a serving size of these will go in there. I also am planning on making some roasted pecans. I got these at Sam's Club. I think that this big, was it 2 pounds? Big 2-pound bag was about $11 or $12. So I'm going to roast off a big batch of these in my oven with some butter and a little bit of salt, and individually wrap that up and into the little Great Value snack size zipper bags. And that's the kind of thing I would take. I would just drop maybe a string cheese or two and some of the nuts. Now, one thing that I do like to do, we are staying on site at Disney World. We're staying at Pop Century, and there is transportation to the parks, but I do like sometimes to drive my own vehicle to the parks for various reasons. But anyways, I'm gonna tell you a little story. When I was a little girl, I was 10 years old, and my dad took me and my stepmom and my stepsister to Disney World for my very first trip. This was a long time ago in the 70s. The only park was Magic Kingdom, and that was it. So we had gone to Magic Kingdom. We had been all over the parks. We had just had so much fun. And we, after the fireworks and everything, we get on the tram and we go back to the parking lot, and we get off the tram and we're walking to the car, and my dad is digging in his pockets, and he says, I really, really, really hope that I locked the keys in the car, because they are not in my pocket. He couldn't find the car keys. And at the time, my dad had a 1972 Oldsmobile 98. It was a huge car. It was real comfortable to travel in, and he was expert at breaking into that car. He could break into that car in no time. He was good at it. But we're walking back to the car from the tram, and he had no car keys, and you know, if he lost the car keys in the park, I mean, what in the heck? Because he says, I don't know what we'll do if the car keys aren't in the car. Well, thankfully we got to the car, and the keys were laying on the front seat. So he went to an RV that was parked nearby, borrowed a coat hanger, and managed to get the lock popped so that he could break into the car. And that left, I was 10 years old, that left the biggest impression on me, and I have been terrified of locking my keys in the car or losing my keys in a Disney park. So what I do, I have 2 keys. Generally your new cars will come with 2 keys. This is the key I use every day. It's got my extra stuff on it, you know, like my, work keys and everything. This I do not take with me to Disney World. This is the one I take. I take this key that has nothing on it. I take this key, and and I have my house key in a different area, so it's not like I leave my house key at home, because we have to get back home and get back in the house when we get back home. So I have my house key differently, but anyways, there's no need, if you're driving to the park, there's no need to carry extra weight in your bag with extra keys on it. So you can either detach a key ring from this key, or use your spare key to your car. And this, when we drive to the parks, I will take this and attach it to my clip, so that my keys are attached to my clip, and I know that everything is in my bag, and I didn't lose it because I shoved it down in my pocket. So that just, it gives me such peace of mind to know that my key is attached to my backpack. And I do believe that's everything. That's pretty much everything I carry. I may not carry, I will probably, like as far as my cameras, I will probably only carry one extra camera. Oh, and I also would carry like an extra SD card and extra battery for whatever camera I'm using for the day. And that's the only thing I've left out of this is that, and that's basically because I don't want to run out of battery or space on my SD card. And that's the only thing, and that's mostly because I plan on vlogging for my whole trip. So that's it. That is my Disney park bag. I do have a packing video that I'll be doing in the next day or two, so look for that. I'll be uploading that really, really soon, and we leave next week. Yay! See y'all real soon.